The views expressed on this Turnbuckle Tabloid live stream or Turnbuckle Tabloid podcast episode do not reflect the views, thoughts, or opinions of the Rageworks brand, including the Rageworks podcast network, Rageworks content partners, advertisers, and affiliates. Viewer and listener discretion is advised.
It's your boy Jada Red Santee, your host of Turnbuckle Tabloid, here to say thank you to you, the listener, for being a part of the 7 years of wrestling, babble, and all things ridiculous here at Turnbuckle Tabloid. The podcast has been here doing it big for so many years, and we appreciate every person who's subscribed and listened to the podcast each and every year. But I got something else for you guys. Yeah, we've been doing it up different this time of year. Starting to expand our wings a little bit more. We're hitting up the YouTubes, hitting up the Twitch, hitting up the TikToks. Yeah, boy, hitting up the IGs as well. We're doing live streams there, and I want you guys to be a part of it as well. It's going to be exclusive content there. So what you don't get on the podcast, you'll get on the live streams. So it'll be great if you guys like, subscribe, began following all those social media websites for Turnbuckle Tabloid, and believe me, you will not miss a thing. Catch us there.
Hi, this is the Reverend Bob Levy, and you're listening to Turnbuckle Tabloid. Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Hi, this is Evander James, most honest man in professional wrestling, and you're listening to Turnbuckle Tabloid.
Perfect.
And you can trust that.
Even better. Thank you, sir. Give me a fucking mic. Turnbuckle Tabloid. Cutting a promo. This week, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be looking at the weekend of wrestling. We had a whole stack, full card of wrestling. Got our boy Homework Mike stopping in. What's going on, Mike?
I'm good. How are you?
And of course, our boy from down under the South is in the building. M2 Wick is stopping by.
Undisputed excellence in the building. What's good with it?
What's good? What's popping, guys? As always, you're gonna hear the AC in the back because it's motherfucking hot, and Santee's not a heat motherfucker, so we're gonna be cooling
it's blasting
out.
The back of me too, so I feel you.
Yeah, we're gonna be cooling out in the shade, drinking some ginger ale. Not no lemonade. And I've been having a really fun-filled weekend. Not only did we have wrestling, I have a Steam Deck I purchased. Shout out to brother AJ who convinced me to get one. And now I'm $600 in a hole. But thanks anyway. And
wow.
I've been loading the Steam Deck this whole weekend because I was able to figure out how to put Xbox 360 games on there. So now I am. Okay. I'm in heaven. I'm good to go. I'm set. But other than that, the wrestling has been interesting to say the least. I have to say, one show I was kind of didn't believe that it was going to be as fulfilling as it could be, and then the next I had a full darn belief it was going to be a shit show. And let's just find out.
I bet you I can guess which one.
All right. So, Mike, what you got in front of you first? You have King and Queen of the Ring in front of you right now?
Yes, I do, sir.
All right, Mike. So let's go for a match-by-match card for the card. What we got?
So on the pre-show, we had Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair defend against Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell.
I missed the pre-show.
This is pretty much better this was Jade's better performance considering the last pay-per-view. And I do want to correct myself because on the last show, because I was kind of harsh on her, but it wasn't all her fault. Kyrie, the ref was out of place. That match was total bullshit.
Oh, you talking about her debut?
Yeah, well, her Mania match.
No, I'm talking about,
Oh,
about the Backlash match.
Oh, the Backlash match. Sorry, right? You're right. The Backlash match.
She's still a little green, so I let her slide. And plus, like I said, a lot of stuff happened in that match to where it just couldn't be controlled.
Yeah. Jay, what do you
I
think
didn't
of
know
this?
just how they had Bianca do all the work.
Yeah.
I thought she was actually really good this time around, Bianca. Do you know what the thing that surprised me most about her? She was bumping.
What?
She was actually bumping.
Yes.
And I was happy to see that she was in that mix getting her bumps on. So good for her. I other than that maneuver that they got, that tag team that double team move, that shit is lethal.
Yeah, it's like Jade has the Candice in position for a wheelbarrow, like has her by the waist.
Right.
And Bianca kicks her up with her legs and just throws her behind.
Yeah, that move is fucking.
Oh, that thing! Didn't the undisputed era used to do that?
I think so. But
Kyle O'Reilly did the DDT, and then he kicked him up into Bobby Fish.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. And I think for them to use that, it's a great fit for them. So not a bad showing for her. And shout out to Indy Hartwell and Candice as well. They didn't look too bad to the in this match as well.
Yeah.
All right. If you say Indy Hartwell looked good, then it had to be a good match.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it was perfectly fine. Bianca and Jade are now going to be facing Shayna and Zoe next. That's who won the number one contendership on Raw. So we'll see when they do that matchup.
All right. Next up,
we opened the show with Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan for the women's world title.
I have to say, first of all, kudos to both of these women for paying homage to Britney Spears.
Yes.
They both had on some Britney gimmicks going on for this time around. To open up the show, not a bad showing for me. Liv actually looked like she has been in top shape for a minute. So she looked like she was ripping and raring to get into this match. I also thought the storytelling here, besides what was coming in with Dominic at the same time, I thought just the match-wise itself, people have been saying that Becky's getting a little bit stale. I don't think she's getting a bit stale. I think she's too much on the forefront these days. We know now that her contract
overused.
Yeah, we know that her contract is going to be up soon. Maybe this is a time for, and she's not going anywhere. I don't care what anybody says. She's not going anywhere.
Seth ain't going. She ain't going. I refuse to believe.
So, I had a conversation. The interview will be coming out soon with the boss of Rageworks. The boss Rich, he stops in and he made a mention to where with the new landscape of WWE with Triple H at the helm and such, there's more of an understanding and more of a sentiment of family and understanding that, you're on the road all this time, but at the same time, the first thing that comes first is family. And I think that this new regime has this sense where it's like, Becky, go home, spend some time with your daughter for a little bit. Seth is out for a little bit, get family time. And when you guys are ready, you come back and we'll have something for you. So I think this is what the negotiations is going to be and what's going to be her return. It's time to let some of them people go away and let some stars build up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what happens when you get a boss with human emotion.
Really? The old man wasn't. He didn't have a heart.
Wrong emotion. He was feeding off the wrong emotions.
Oh, yeah. He was doing the other emotions. I got you.
But for the amount of times all the wrestlers called him like a father figure, he was not very fatherly.
Well, yeah. Well, you got to think about it as well. Vince.
I'm about to say, you really got to depends on who you look at it perspective of. Like, of course, Triple H. You think Randy would think that. John Cena probably. Everybody else pretty much.
Undertaker.
Oh, definitely Undertaker. Utmost respect for Vince. Yeah. That's Vince's boy right there.
Yeah. So I believe that right now would be the time that Becky could go away for a little bit. Let's get some more women in that run for the women's title. The Dominic interference went into play. Mm-hmm. I liked what's the foreshadowing?
I am loving the fact that he looks like 2001 Eddie.
Yes.
Just had to say that.
Which, by the way, Rey Mysterio asked his wife if she cheated on Eddie because of the scumbag. So she cheated on him with Eddie because of the scumbag Dominic became.
I think we talked about it too. There was an interview he did over Mania Week where he said somebody asked him, "Do you regret winning that custody of Dominic ladder match?" He goes, "If I knew how he was going to turn out, yeah,
definitely."
But the thing about this match too that I found funny was that everybody was complaining about, "Oh, Liv should have had her moment in the Battle Royal." No, let Becky win that, and then guess what? Liv
got the fucking pay-per-view. Like, what you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Liv pinned Becky clean as you can fucking make it as Oblivion, and then 1, 2, 3.
Right, exactly.
I'm about to say, it, like, technically not clean as she used the chair, but the chair was meant for Becky.
Right.
Becky didn't use it, so that's on her.
Yeah, Dom did throw the chair in the middle of the ring. Nobody knew what was really his plan, but Liv capitalized and then hit her finish.
And I'm just saying, I screamed so loud because I'm still salty about how the fans messed up her first title reign because they complained about a finish that we've seen 1,000 times.
Right.
Which one?
When Ronda made her tap out while she was getting pinned. We saw that with Kurt and Undertaker. We saw that with Edge and Benoit. Like, come on, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Get in. Why not now?
They turned her without even realizing that they were turning her.
Exactly. That's not fair because, like, really? For that?
Yeah, right.
Come on.
At the time, it would have been fine, but the fact that she was going up against Ronda and Shayna in those weird matches where you try to make it live like extreme, like it didn't work. So now, with this new attitude change, and hopefully with the right opponent, Liv can thrive better. Because, like Jay said, Becky's probably going to take some time off. Meanwhile, that's what she was originally supposed to do. But then Rhea gets hurt, and now everything goes up to high hell. And then, yep.
Do you think Liv can hold it until Rhea come back for that rematch?
I mean, Liv should hold it. Liv should hold it until Rhea comes back. As we record this, they announced on Raw tonight they're doing a cage match in the rematch on Raw.
Yeah, and they're saying Rhea's recovery might be faster than we expect. So I don't see that. Possibly, probably even sooner. So we could get the build up for that. Which, by the way, what you guys thought to the announcement that SummerSlam will go 2 nights in 2026?
So hey, we're expanding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
thought that was only a WrestleMania thing, but shoot, SummerSlam's the summer's WrestleMania, so let's go for it.
All right.
It's only a matter of time until they do that for Survivor Series and the Royal Rumble. One night was going to be the men's Rumble. The other night's going to be the women's Rumble.
And then
it's going to be the women's War Games.
Do you think they would do that for the Money in the Bank?
No.
I don't think so. If they do that overseas, it's going to be one night.
Yeah. Next up,
we
have the triple threat for the Intercontinental title. Sami Zayn defends against Chad Gable and Bronson Reed.
I'm not gonna say it was like the greatest, but it was definitely decent to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Compelling storyline. The pop that Sammy got was, of course, expected. It's a great.
The pop that Sammy got.
Yeah,
it was like a second homecoming for him.
Right.
Bro, did you not hear what happened when Otis hit that clothesline?
We'll get into that.
Oh, you'll get there.
But when Sammy came out, it was like a fucking like Jesus came back to life.
And to think when they pretty much know all the chants, the music, the English. They know a lot of English out there.
Oh, this is like their moment. They've been waiting for this.
Yeah,
I love that Chad Gable got the "You suck" chants during his entrance.
Exactly. It's transcending. It's getting over.
Because he's got dang Perk Angle.
And we've been saying it for the longest, man. It's on our rise. I told you to be patient. It's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I told you.
Some people aren't patient.
All right, but we'll get there. But for this match as a whole, Bronson Reed. I heard somebody bitching and saying that he needs to get. Not everybody is championship contender worthy. The people got jobs. This is what they're due. When the time is right, the time is right. It'll come.
Somebody said Bronson Reed need to become Intercontinental Champion.
Yes.
You know how random that shit would be? Like, what?
And also, he still gets put over strong. You don't need to call him Big Bronson Reed. We already get it. He's big. Just that the guy is impressive in the ring, and we as fans believe he could kick people's ass. In this match, there was the double Germans where Chad threw him and Bronson threw Sammy across the ring.
Chad strong than a bitch.
That shit's still impressive to me. I don't care how like convoluted it is. It still is good.
Yeah, and even still, it's like
I didn't know how strong that man was.
Oh my god!
But even still, like I said, it's not that the man can't wrestle. He's a solid worker, and he's really intimidating in the ring. But you gotta be used in the work. It's part of the business, and everybody right now is getting a nice steady check. Nobody's complaining about not getting money. Everybody's getting their money, and not everybody wants to walk around with a belt going through motherfucking airports and getting, the metal detector and shit. Like, it's okay.
Think about this too. He missed his hometown show at Elimination Chamber because he was having a baby.
Right.
So and he missed Mania, and so this was his consolation. He was like, "Here, have this."
Right. And he had a good showcasing, but for this, we know what the storytelling was. The storytelling is Sammy and Chad. Now we involved Otis, and Otis is going to get over again. This is just crazy because Otis is going to get over once again. It's great that you can and it's great that you can have a career where you can get over one time and just ride that wave. But this is going to happen to him again.
It was weird.
Otis breaks out, it's going to be the biggest pop. I didn't expect Otis to be this popular, but when he finally snaps on Chad, it's going to be like when Sammy slapped Roman with the chair.
Right. So,
it's weird with Otis because that first time when they pushed him was with the Mandy Rose storyline. He had a whole WrestleMania moment. It was in the warehouse, but fuck it. I mean, it's a WrestleMania moment, and kudos to Mandy who pitched that idea. And they went full on with it.
Yeah.
And then he wins Money in the Bank, which was a waste, honestly. They split him and his tag team partner up, and then they put him and Chad together, and then now. He's been a heel for the most part, and now the thing is with Otis is that he's that lovable big guy that all of us know personally. So,
or are not that we know who we are.
But you know what, Otis can actually go in the ring as well. So a match with him and Chad Gable, maybe by Survivor Series or even like a Rumble, I'll look forward to it.
Yeah, did the right person win?
And this one, yeah. Save Chad win for the States.
I need Chad with the Creed brothers before he gets that Intercontinental Championship.
Yes.
It's going down. It's going to go down.
That sounds great.
Also, I just want to mention, too, because when Bronson made his entrance, they had the QR code pop up. And Michael Cole even acknowledged it. And not for nothing, I am looking forward to seeing how he return, but let it be on TV. Stop teasing us on these PLEs. Just do it on TV at this point.
I'm looking forward to Bo Dallas because he sounds just like fucking Brii. I'm mad they never put them together because that could have definitely been a Wyatt.
Yeah. It was coming up to that, man. It's unfortunate, but good to see that we're slowly but surely building that story as well. What we got next, Mike?
We had the finals of the Queen of the Ring, Lyra Valkyria against Nia Jax.
Jesus Christ.
I saw the cartwheel and I went to the bathroom. So.
Oh, no, please. No.
Did you at least see the finish?
No, the finish was disgusting. That's about all I saw. That I felt so bad. I was like, there's no reason to do that.
Yeah, I was hoping that she didn't break a fucking her diaphragm, the clavicle, something. But
it was so out of nowhere,
even
so
tried to protect her.
Right. Oof. We just better hope that that Nia just got a soft, succulent ass that just it goes.
Hopefully that absorbs.
Exactly.
If it's solid, he's out of action.
Right. We haven't heard any reports yet, but so far everything's been on the up and up. Match was the way it pretty much was supposed to go. I pretty much would have believed that Nia should have been dominating the whole time. Which, by the way, guys, you know, when she hit the side, the apron side, and she fell on her ass.
Everybody was waiting for her to scream my hole.
Everybody was ready to scream my hole.
Mm-hmm.
But no, she just screamed out, "Oh, that hurt." Yeah, good. She's not a bad. Let me tell you, she's actually a really solid heel and not annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not annoying. She knows how to work it.
See, I've never really thought she was horrible. Like, I find her like convoluted on the mic at times, but she's always been a solid heel for me because, like, who really gonna mess with her?
Yeah, and she may be a bit stiff. Yeah, there may be some stiff.
Yeah, I forgot. That's the complaint.
Right.
She's stiff.
She may be a bit stiff.
Kyrie Sane still has flashbacks to this day.
Exactly right. Exactly. But
it was a fucking nightmare. Because
hey, her stiffness made Becky a star.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also too, I guess from when she initially got fired and came back, they've been saying on TV she's motivated.
Right.
I'd be motivated too if I got fired the first time but get brought back and everybody's looking at you like.
Or would you be motivated if your cousin was running shit?
Well, like I said, they're cousins like how me and you are cousins. Like it's gonna.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's like, but still,
there's a reason why Nia Jax isn't involved in the Bloodline story.
Right. The right person won, I believe. This makes a lot of sense. By the way,
so we talked about the finish. Can we describe what the finish was?
Oh, just
so Lyra was going for a sunset powerbomb off the top in the corner, and as Lyra was like trying to drag her down, Nia just literally drops on her, like literally falls on her chest, and then she just slips on her.
Jumped a little bit.
It kind of like what Yokozuna did to that jobber in the 90s.
Yeah, it was very bonsai drop. Pay a little homage. Yeah, little pay homage.
Bonsai crush.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, Nia wins, and Nia put that crown on, and she gets a women's title, as she said, a WWE title match at SummerSlam.
And I love the fact.
She going to get?
She's going to face Bayley.
Bayley. She's
that's
on SmackDown.
That's what I was thinking of.
So, thankfully, they did make precedents that they did announce precedents that there was the stipulation being what it is. It's a title shot. The crown looks really nice. It doesn't look hokey. It actually looks like some jewelry that you really would want to have.
She looking elegant.
Man, she's looking elegant with it.
Wait till she walks around with the robe and a scepter.
I want to see.
Oh God, please no!
She'll be the female Mabel.
I want to see her. I wanted to see her in the club.
Me, the racist over here, but that's what she's gonna look like.
I want to put.
Not even because we gonna have to call her Maybell.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I wanted to see her like turn up like at a Miami club with that crown on her head, getting lit with it. Like it just seems like that kind of attire that you could put on. It just seems to make it go with the club scene. But
Jay,
the right one,
they're selling those crowns on WWE Shop for $2,000. That shit's going in a box.
$2,000.
Oofala! Wow.
The WWE is putting that crown in. WWE's putting that crown in a safety box for every television and giving it to Nia every week on TV.
Definitely, I'm
absolutely
the right person won here, definitely, and
absolutely.
Don't worry, Lyra, she'll be all right. She'll be fine. She's gonna be. It didn't hurt her. She actually did she did really well during the tournament. She looked good doing it, so it's fine.
Regardless of the loss, she still may be the next one to face Liv. We'll have to wait and see.
Right. Next up,
we had the men's King of the Ring finals. We had Gunther versus Randy Orton.
Oof.
I am going to say this honestly. I don't know who will agree, disagree, whatever the case may be. This to me was a masterclass in wrestling.
This shit was boring to me.
What? Oh, dude!
I tried so hard. I was like, "This is Randy and Gunther." There's no, but it was just so many slow ass headlocks.
Dude, this is what I'm saying.
I will say it started slow, but then it did pick up.
Because
it definitely picked up.
Well, you think about it. This is why I'm saying masterclass wrestling. Such a throwback to 80s type of wrestling. You get the elbow neck tie up. You get the the test of strength, going back and forth, feeling each other out. You have two men in the ring who are professional, experienced, know what it takes to showcase what pure wrestling is. To me, I took it as these men. This is the first time they met, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And it looked like they've been wrestling against each other for years for me. Randy, the chops, the way he was taking them, especially the last one that fucking knocked him off his ass. That was like, woof.
Stiff.
You always talking about the whole thing with Gunther coming off the top. He landed twice. One of them, he almost fucked up. He almost botched it, but he caught himself and was able to land that that splash. And he did a following one. So it shows that it's in his repertoire.
Wait, what?
The splash from the top rope.
Oh, I know he did the splash.
Yeah.
Are you talking about my criticism on Sammy versus Gunther?
Right. This is what I'm saying.
That the fact that he did the splash wasn't my criticism. It was the fact that it was plot armor. He only did it like it was one of those. If you believe in yourself as finishes, like Sammy got crushed. He got crushed at Mania, and then let me go to the top row one more time, and all of a sudden he wakes up. Like, come on, bro. Plot armor.
I'm just saying.
I don't like shit like that.
It's part of Gunther's his move set, and even with all this that was going down in this match, like I said, this is probably going to be one of the most underrated matches of the year, because to me that's what wrestling is all about. I didn't need any super high flying super kick moves. It wasn't any of that. It was in my mind, a pure wrestling match.
And it's definitely, like, I found the beginning boring because it's not a matter of high flies or super kicks, nothing like that. It's a matter of, like I said, speed and aggression you put into the headlocks. How, like, hard are you really trying to work to get out of the headlock instead of just waiting to get to the next scene? That shit bores me.
Mike, what's your thoughts?
Honestly, I do agree with both of you, but in like certain ways where it started off slow, but once it started picking up, it got picking up really good. I did like the fact that every time Randy went for the RKO, Gunther dodged it, and then he would see when Randy would land on his leg. That was the whole story of the match. He had a bum knee, and that was Gunther's main target. And then when it came to the finish, when he did hit an RKO, and then Gunther kicked out with his arm, but he hit Randy's leg, so Randy was wincing in pain. Gunther rolled him up for a count, and Randy's shoulder was up, but the referee counted 3, and the match was over. And I went, huh? What? Hold on. And the best is when Corey Graves goes, 1, 2. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. The shoulder's up. 3. Hold the referee.
Right.
And then Triple H is already in the ring, and then Michael Cole's like, presentation.
So
it's like I figured that was planned, but Corey, like the announcers weren't cued in, so Corey's like, hold the fuck on, hold on.
I have a feeling that this is planting the seeds on his heel turn to start getting him.
Randy?
Yeah, to start getting him into the next rivalry, which is going to be going after Cody. So I think that this is going.
If that's the case, that's genius, because I'm telling you, it looked like a pure accident to me.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think that they're going to implement it. He's going to blame the referee. He's going to blame the authority that he got screwed. He's going to start taking it out on people. So I think slowly but surely the Viper is going to be coming back, and we're going to see the heelish side of Randy again. And by the way, we always love Randy heel anyway, so.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for saying the Viper, because there is a difference between the Viper and the Apex Predator. The Apex Predator is face.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, I noticed
when Randy's smiling and doing all the fun stuff, he's the Apex Predator. When he's kicking old people's heads off, he's the Viper.
Right.
When Randy Orton's hitting RKO's doing jumping jacks in the middle of the ring, touching toes, that's the Apex Predator.
That's the Apex Predator.
I will say though, afterwards they did interview Triple H, and they're like, "Did you notice the shoulder?" And they're like, "Yeah, maybe we'll do a rematch or not." And meanwhile, I'm sitting here like, "The fuck you mean maybe?" Just announce
clearly
it.
screwed that man.
Maybe they did for storyline, or maybe Randy just instinctually didn't get his shoulder, like he was like moving around too much. I don't know. But
Right.
there is a show in 3 weeks. If you want to do the rematch, do it there.
Yeah, we could do that. Next up.
And speaking of the Triple H did announce that at the next show, Clash of the Castle, it will be Drew McIntyre challenging Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight title.
Damn it. They did it too early. He's going to lose. I'm tired of watching Drew lose.
I don't know.
I know it's in the hometown, but you really think they just going to make Damian a transitional like that?
If he loses, he'll.
I don't mind if they do. If they do, I don't care. I'd much rather Drew. But do you think they're going to do Damian like that?
Maybe because I see Punk possibly cussing Drew again.
Right.
That's going to build to their SummerSlam match. And with Gunther winning this, they announced Gunther will challenge for the World Heavyweight title, whoever is the champion of SummerSlam. So we could be looking at Gunther and Damian Priest.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And I also anticipate the absolutely vicious, disgusting beatdown McIntyre is going to put on Punk before their match.
Oh my God.
It's going to be disgusting.
Yeah. I was on here before doing predictions with Jay and saying that what if before the whole Gunther wins the King of the Ring thing, if they did a 4-way with McIntyre, Priest, Rollins, and Punk at SummerSlam, that would have been something different.
SummerSlam is the place for fatal 4-ways.
Yeah, but now Gunther gets the title shot, so there goes that idea.
Right.
But then we get to our main event, which is the United States champion Logan Paul challenging for the WWE title of Cody Rhodes. And before this match, he acknowledged that, Logan Paul is now the longest reigning champion in WWE right now. At 200 days, we're really going to praise that right now?
And that's not a fucking problem.
I mean, it was a problem when Roman had it for 3 years, so...
I've always thought the excuse for long-term storytelling or whatever they want to say for Roman's title reign was BS because they just wanted him to break a record that didn't need to be broken.
A record that didn't exist.
Pretty much, I've been saying that's a dead record. Like it didn't.
What you forgot about Bob Backlund, people? The fuck are you? What's wrong with you?
It's not the same belt.
I know we all hate the racist hot dog, but that's not a reason for the man to hold the belt.
And that's what I'm saying. It's not the same belt. That's what I'm saying. It's a different belt. Please.
But yeah, so we had Cody and Logan. This was the match I was looking forward to.
I liked it in the beginning. They were doing so well. Logan is goddamn talented than a motherfucker, and I hate it. But I will always give him his props. But then, as always, as it progressed, they give him too damn much.
I felt it in your voice when you said, "I hate it."
I can't stand Logan.
What part did you not like?
It was good until the shenanigans started. I was like, okay.
When they did the brass knucks thing with Michael Cole, and then there's another person giving Logan a pair. Michael screaming, "Are you a freaking loser? What is wrong with you?"
Like, come on. And then how close he gets. Tell me like this. Give it to me straight. Did he not get closer than AJ Styles?
As far as like winning this match, but yeah.
As far as winning the match, thank you. AJ Styles is a how many year-long veteran, and you
20.
gave it to this, and you got him closer than AJ because he sells Prime, he got a speed, and he's got a bunch of 12-year-olds. You can't be serious. Oh yeah, don't forget, he's athletic.
But could you imagine the heat when this dude eventually wins a world title in WWE?
Holy shit.
I mean,
don't even jinx me like that.
That title would be on the table for all of his impulsive podcasts. He'd be like bragging every day about how many days he's held the belt at this point.
Y'all thought y'all didn't see Roman defend the title. Oh my God. Y'all thought Brock didn't defend the title. Bro, let Logan get that title. It's going to be it's going to be like maybe two title matches a year.
Speaking of Brock, that might be Cody's next opponent if we don't watch our mouths.
Wait, what?
That if we just mentioned Brock's name. If we don't be careful, that'll be Cody's next opponent. Then we'll see how bad Cody gets his ass handed to him.
We don't need no more of that. We've seen that.
You know, what I kind of took from this match is some way, especially with the interaction with the commentator, the announcers and such. I kind of believe that there might be something going on afterwards with Logan Paul and Corey Graves.
Yeah, that was weird. Corey was kind of like stepping up to Logan. It was like, dude, just get back and then leave Michael Cole alone. It was like, we're about to see Corey Graves to be a babyface wrestler again.
Well, he's cleared to wrestle.
It's been a minute.
He's cleared.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, he's cleared to wrestle. So,
holy fuck, is he gonna put Logan in the Lucky 13?
Right? I mean,
yay.
Hey, it could be
A
something
leg
possible.
submission.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let's see. Other than that, the shot.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine this is how they write off Logan Paul. He loses the United States Championship, starts complaining. Corey Graves puts him in Lucky 13. That writes him off TV. He injured his leg.
Yeah.
Dude has to start walking around in crutches though. When his baby girl is born, he has to wear a cast. Have the crutches.
Never mind. Yeah, we can't do that.
All right. Well, yeah, he might have to get off TV once the baby's born. So who knows?
Yeah. I mean, eventually Logan's going to drop the belt to LA Knight. That seems to be the most likely direction they're going with.
So to me, a good match, very good match. Like you said, Logan Paul is very talented. He plays to his heelish ways very well. It's we
the
had
camera angle for the frog splash.
Oh please, the drone
that
spot
was nuclear. I ain't even gonna lie, I loved it.
I was wondering like how the hell are they doing that? Then later on he revealed it's a drone.
Yeah, the
it's
drone
like,
spot.
Oh, of course,
the drone spot.
But it was cool. I mean, shit. Like it's like when the fact that we see noticeable changes when Kevin Dunn's not there. It's like, oh my god, like you could have had this shit years ago, and you fucking Beaver over there didn't want to do any of it.
Right.
Oh, he had it under control. He had it exactly how Vince wanted it, so there didn't need to change.
Right.
Fuck them too.
So fun to me, fun match. I could have done without the ring announcers interference, but
that was weird too. Somebody split up on my video and said, "Who told DJ Khaled to interfere in the match?"
And I saw somebody also say, for the people that hate on Samantha Irvin, you're fucking asking for immediately after that ring announcer.
Right.
All because she said something about Cornette. I'm mad.
Whatever.
Not even that. It's just that some people think that she's like too emotional. Meanwhile, it's like she's adding more to the whatever. But
because she doesn't want, because she reacts to the shit naturally. Because she's a fan. She doesn't want to know the end of the end results, and she reacts naturally. I like that shit.
I feel like I know the answer when I asked this. You're gonna say the AJ match was better, but do you think this was better? Logan did better than AJ this month?
I think he got closer to beating him, but definitely not better.
Jay, what do you think? Which match would you prefer?
I prefer the AJ match more, but this was entertaining as well. Like I said, this kid always seems to surprise me with his how naturally he gravitated to becoming a wrestler to do wrestling, and it's seen leaps and bounds that he's taken to it like a duck to water. So I do like the AJ one, but this wasn't bad either.
Do you run it back for Money or Classic Castle?
No. So he's got other stuff to do for that belt, and Cody needs to do some.
Who's next for Cody?
AJ's asking for a run back. He wants one more shot, and they're telling him no.
Brock maybe.
Brock ain't going back.
I don't know if he's coming back. I don't know if he's coming back. I don't see that happening anytime. If now or anytime soon.
Read off my mind growing up with actual stars, thinking 2003. Do you think Santos Escobar? Because he's got a group.
No.
Damn it.
He's not at that level yet. I mean, another person would be LA Knight against Cody, Bobby Lashley,
Don't
if
do
you
that.
build them up right.
You got Andrade that's on
that
there.
I could do.
Andrade, but you have to build them up on TV to
Right.
convince,
We got
like,
Andrade.
convince the fans that
You got
The
Kevin.
last thing we want to do is put Cody versus LA Knight
You got Kevin.
because they don't want their top. Oh, Kevin
maybe.
Owens. He
It's
has
slim
history
pickings
with
on
these, so I
SmackDown
can
since
see
the
it.
draft. It's slim pickings.
Yeah, you got Bobby Lashley. If he's not injured, got Bobby.
You gotta save Randy to SummerSlam. You can't rush that right now. So so maybe do another Logan one or do another AJ, but Randy's gotta be saved for SummerSlam, and then we know Mania it's probably gonna be Cody and Rock.
I just said debut to Wyatt 6
It's
and
definitely
start
gonna be Cody and Rock,
I said-
especially if Rock is running shit.
debut Wyatt 6. Throw some guys at him. Throw members of the Wyatts at Cody into keep that busy until the real matches start building up.
Maybe do Solo Sikoa, Cody, maybe just for a month.
Okay.
If that works.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
That could build
You have
Tama
Tama Tonga and Tonga Low. Go for the tag belts also as well. Did you see the video of the fan in Saudi Arabia that did that to Tama as he's walking down the ramp? He goes, "Hey Tama." Tama looked at them and goes, "What the fuck?" But yeah, that was King and Queen of the Ring. Overall, I give it 2 thumbs up.
That Punk Isaac on Instagram says Santana rules. Fuck out of here.
Not Santana.
No, please. We just saw him at a House of Glory this past week, and Jesus Christ.
OJ had his moment.
Oh God, please. Let's move on from that. Next up, we go to
M2. But hold on, give you guys overall. What do you think? I give it 2 thumbs up.
No, it's a solid. It was a solid show. It was a cool show.
I give it a thumbs in the middle.
Yeah, no,
It was solid.
It was a good show for me. I was entertained. I was cool.
You enjoyed the show.
Because you know how it is with me and these Blood Money shows. It's like, it's whatever.
Listen, we're gone from the days of dream matches where they do Goldberg and Undertaker and DX and Brothers of Destruction. No
That's
more.
true.
We have quality wrestling now.
Yeah, that's true. What's next up? We have, of course, AEW has
Double or nothing.
a boatload of fucking matches all in one night, and man, they do not disappoint when it comes to match length. Jesus.
After
Oh,
the big thing we talked about, and then they did like 3 matches in a row. I was like, oh my God! I was like,
The big
could've
thing
been on
we're going to
TV.
talk about solidified something for me, by the way, but we'll get to it.
Okay.
So we started on the buy-in with Deonna Purrazzo and Thunder Rosa, where Deonna got a win over Thunder. Any thoughts?
Nope.
Did they see it?
I didn't see it.
Nope.
Did not see it.
Nope.
Then we had the fucking Acclaimed beat Brian Cage in the Gates of Agony, thanks to the mascot over there.
They never
Fuck him.
fucking win, so that's not a shocker.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they just split from Swerve and now call themselves the Cage of Agony. Well, you're making me feel agony by fucking losing every fucking week. So that was the buy-in. Yay. I really wanted to buy the show after this point.
Right.
We opened the show. What? Okay, we opened the show with Will Ospreay versus Roderick Strong.
Right.
Oh, so close, so close, so close. That's all.
What? Are you talking about the dive?
No, I'm talking about they were so close to me putting the match in my collection. It was so good, and then it was 2K.
Explain.
So them motherfuckers didn't have resiliency. All them damn kicking out a finisher for no reason.
They didn't have
It
resiliency.
is constant. Like they had so many endings in that match that they just like, why would you do all that?
Yeah,
And then he hits that random ass elbow and the Storm Zero.
I will
there
say,
were so many endings.
the dive at the beginning of the match alone, when Bennett has Ospreay on his shoulders and Taven goes for the dive, and Ospreay just lands on his neck. I was like, "Oh, great, we're starting off fucking horrible." Meanwhile,
I
he
did
missed
kinda get nervous.
by a mile, and it was weird too because Taven's running next to the referee, and the referee's not looking over like, "What the hell was that?" Like some guy just ran in your ring. Oh, sometimes the referees in AEW.
Yeah.
But yeah, Will Ospreay did win, so Roderick Strong is no longer the international champion.
I knew he was gonna win because I think they're gonna do a belt collector thing with Will Ospreay. I'm not gonna lie, I see it.
Yeah, and there's two things just to add before we get to the big thing. That on the buy-in they did announce that the winners of the Owen Memorial Tournament for the men and the women will get title shots for All In. I wonder where they got that idea from.
WWE. I'm sorry. King and Queen in the ring.
And this is where people go like, "Oh, you guys being haters." It's what is there to say? The timing of this, like seriously,
this timing is crazy, right?
Yeah, you can't wait. Instead of crowns, you get cups. Seriously,
what are they selling in the? How much they selling those in the AEW's website?
$5 million.
Go to Walmart, $5.
If you add that all up, that's the amount of empty seats from the entire year on one side of the building.
Right.
But Ospreay did it. But Ospreay did say in the media scrum that he plans to enter the Owen and win it. So there's my winner right there. I don't give a shit who else is in it. He's winning it. Then we had Adam Cole return.
Oh boy!
But which, by the way, before you go into that, Ospreay, he almost died, right? He almost died, right?
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. Well, you're putting everything on the line in a match like this, and not to take anything away from Roddy and such, but it's not that type of match. Like we didn't really need all that.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
It was way too much for that one match.
Yeah, it was way too much going on for that one match. But
they teased the Tiger Driver thing again with Don Callis saying he'll fucking kill him.
Right.
I was like, no.
Don Callis is the biggest waste of space I have ever seen in pro wrestling because he has sucked since ECW.
Wow.
He's not cheesy. He's not cheesy to y'all.
I mean, he's.
There's one
he's the guy. He's the guy that talks like this, and he's so diabolically evil. Like, bro, nobody buys him. Like, he's been like that since the Jackal.
Like I said, I don't see. I've seen far worse when it comes to that, and then in the managerial role and such. But for him, it's like I can do without him. You could actually get somebody else who could probably be more of an antagonist and more of a heat seeker. It's almost Paul Heyman on Wish or Timu, whatever the fuck it is.
You can't even say, not even Wish Paul Heyman. You can't. He's just trash to me.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it's what they got.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a love-hate relationship with Don Callis because you do have some gold moments, and then during the pandemic, he's like, "Oh, Kenny, 69 me." He's like, okay, randomly on TV, go away. But we had Adam Cole come back. I did think we were gonna get a whole Wardlow against Brown beating because they did say before the show that they were teasing it as a story that if Roddy doesn't retain, it's gonna be Wardlow's ass.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking, okay, that's something, but that wasn't the whole deal at all. Adam Cole saying, when I come back, shit's gonna hit the fan. I'm gonna get what's mine. And then the lights went out. We had a video of a hallway, going into a room with a picture of MJF. And
I lost my shit.
Yeah. There's a statue. Oh, no, not statue, but like those standees that like you see at clothing stores with the suit and the scarf. Pulls out a picture of Adam Cole and MJF that's ripped in half. And then we pan to Adam Cole, and then MJF's music hit. And out came Triple H from 2002.
We had triple MJF pop out
with the lack of ponytail.
He was missing a sledgehammer. He was missing a bottle of water.
And this solidified with the reaction I had. He has even surpassed LA Knight in my heart. I think MJF's my favorite fucking wrestler.
That's fair.
No, that's it. Shit. I'm not even. Hell yeah. He's always in my top 5, top 10, whatever. Yeah, he's there. The promo was, MJF exceptional. It's fine. I think he went a little bit too hard with the tattoo, but okay. Talk about.
He's gonna regret that.
I was about to say, talk about regrets. That's gonna be. Yeah.
At first, I didn't know what it said because I was at a bar watching it. I was like, "What the fuck is that thing on his leg?"
And then I had so many people complain, "Oh my God, he's gonna stay with that shithole company." You got to understand something. Tony Khan is throwing out millions right now.
Yeah,
MJF is the biggest fish in that pond. He's definitely got control of his booking, unless he goes against the Elite or Jericho, then it might get iffy. But
I mean, his promo where he says like he's not a product of New Japan, he's not a product of Vince McMahon, and the whole crowd lost their shit when he just mentioned Vince McMahon on pay-per-view.
Like, I didn't even understand why it was such a big pop for that.
Yeah, that's what I said. Really? Whoop-de-doo. Who gave a shit? But I'll tell you this though. He ain't stupid what he did with that tattoo because he has the AEW logo in the middle. All you got to do is cover that bitch up in black. You'll be all right. Always bet on yourself.
It's behind his, it's on his back of the ankle. So
his
will be covering it so we don't see it like we do the Cody tattoo.
Right. So,
oh, God.
It's fine. It's like I said, I still think it was an extreme. But we had already said he'd resign. I already knew he resigned. I know he wasn't going anywhere.
I think
I didn't know anything, but I didn't think he was going anywhere.
Yeah, he
looks comfortable to me.
Yeah, like I said, he's still young. You know, he can still play around in there, and it's up to Tony to burn him. Once Tony burns him, he's gone. He's out, and it's only an extension. It's not a new contract. He's only got an extension. So,
I feel like the extension started with the exact thing he said in the promo. Like he walked in Tony's office, like, "All right, no more babyface bullshit. Please."
Right.
Yeah, that's weird because like people cheer him, but he acts like a total heel. I mean, also the one thing
amazing.
Right, but the one thing I took away from this too is that him kicking Adam Cole in the dick. There's your blow off. Do not expect a match.
Right.
In.
That's
this felt like the blow off. Like MJF got his revenge, nothing more.
So let me ask you guys this. Should have this been done on a pay-per-view, or should you have brought him back on Dynamite knowing that the ratings are just going down and down and down?
I think it was good to
I
do
just
it here.
saved it for now you put it like that. I just saved it for a Dynamite.
I think it's good to do it here because then you can advertise MJF returns on Dynamite and try popping up with the advertising.
That is a good counterpoint.
But then to do what? He said what he's already said. What more can he say on the next Dynamite? It's already there. You know,
he could call out Swerve and say you're holding something that I should have lost.
That's another point I gotta make. God damn, poor Swerve.
Right. Yeah. Will
Ospreay already took all his thunder.
Right.
Damn, this ain't gonna help him.
Exactly. It's really not. So, talk about burying the black man, right? Woof. Woof.
This is why we tell y'all to hop on shit when it's hot.
Exactly.
Y'all, this long-term story shit, it costs too many people their momentum.
Yeah, this happened right after he fucking won it. It just they put a fucking light out on that fuse quick. That was done
real quick.
But hold on,
Adam Page started it. That's all I got to say.
Hold on, to play devil's advocate was built up that he needed to beat Joe at the pay-per-view, right? At that point, it was like if you had him lose, he could have been the one challenging Roddy, and we'd be looking at this, be like, "Oh, you're going to be the international champion, not the world champion for now." But like, you see what I'm trying to say?
I said
that I was the first one. Yeah, I was the first one that said that Swerve went against Joe way too fast. That's something that should have slow cooked. Joe should have been champion way longer, and then Swerve should have beat him.
At the same time, look,
they put him like automatically against him, so I knew he was cooked.
I didn't think he should have won at the last pay-per-view. How about that? I think that you could have had a better storyline to where the team turned on him, and then he fight from under again, and then probably won it in Double or Nothing. I would have been okay with that. I would have been fine with that.
To Christian?
No. I'm talking about to Joe. You would have had another match with Joe. Oh. And you could have actually been a Double or Nothing, made it a 2 out of 3 falls match. You could have made it that he's fighting for real. And that would have made more sense. But we weren't going to do that because we needed to push this stupid ass Christian nonsense on him. Well, you know what? Let's progress. Let's go. We'll double back. We'll get to it.
Yeah. Then we had the Unified Trios belts. We had the Bang Bang Gang against Death Triangle.
Spot show for me, not gonna lie to you.
I'll give it back to you in a bit. Hold on.
To me,
Go.
didn't care. I didn't care. This is one of those matches I really did not care. It didn't help or hurt anyone in this match. I just feel bad for Jay White at this moment right now because wow, he is floundering.
He is drowning, like bad.
Yeah, he's not doing well over there. As for what happens with Death Triangle, I'm glad Pac is back.
I'm glad Juice is back.
Yeah, that was probably the only real pop for this match was that.
Which is a shame.
Now
we really know who's the popular one in the group.
Exactly.
Fuck a Jay White. We wanted that Juice.
Yeah, I think that with everybody's talking about the belts, Ring of Honor. What are we doing with them? Like what's happening here and such. It's just not working with this multitude of having all these belts at this one time and having these individuals fight the same shit. Yeah,
Tony needs to go ahead and sell off Ring of Honor to somebody that has a different vision for the company.
All right,
thank you.
Next up,
full agreement. We talked about, you guys mentioned Juice Robinson returning.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
I mean, give him the third belt and have Jay White go back to being your singles. That's
right.
all I care about. Next up, we had the AEW Women's World Championship. We had Toni Storm versus Serena Deeb.
I was in and out of this match. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm more pleased with the storyline angle that they're teasing. Are they finally making her a face? Is this what we're really doing?
Serena Deeb she cut the promo saying she had a seizure 3 times in one day.
Right.
And yet Toni Storm saying, who gives a tit? And everybody laughed and clapped. So,
yeah, justifiable heel turns.
Right.
Yeah.
So
in this whole match, you had Tony play the babyface and Serena as the heel. So,
yeah. So, the tease also where we had Luther being called out for possibly tossing in the towel, although that it was Mariah who was going to toss it, but it made it look like Luther was the one.
We're finally planting the seeds for the turn.
Right. The turn.
And then once they won, they were pretty much making out on the stage. I don't know what was going on there.
Right.
What is up with all this sexual shit? Like, where did that shit come from?
Once Mariah started putting her head on Tony's breasts, and then they kept going with it.
No, but it's been like weeks. We got Japanese chicks kissing random chicks. Now Tony been freaky. Like, who's writing this shit? Who is horny in the back?
Tony.
It's funny you said that, especially knowing what we've been hearing about the wrestling and unlikable conduct when it comes to the female wrestlers and such. But yet we're booking it like this. I
have websites for that shit, bro. Like,
right.
Come on.
All right. Like I said, if I was a horny teenager, I'll be probably like into this shit. But for me, it's like I don't even like watching movies with sex scenes anymore. It doesn't make any sense unless it's porn. It doesn't I don't care anymore.
I feel you. 11-year-old me will never forget Tori Wilson and Dawn Marie. I would
never forget the Mickey James and Trish storyline, and especially with the licking of the fingers and all that. I was like, hey, I'm with the shits. But nowadays, it's like,
yeah. But I don't want to see that in wrestling now. I want the women to know how to actually wrestle.
Well, then the other day, Mariah put Layla Hirsch's head between her breasts.
She used her boobs as an attack.
Right, and it's like, okay.
My guiltiest pleasure is that the one I will let slide. My guiltiest pleasure is what's her name, Nikita Lyons.
Her finish.
I let it slide. I get what they're doing. I see exactly what they're doing.
Her gimmick is a walking thirst trap.
Hey, look. look at Rhea's pin. Like, Jesus. Like, hey.
Oh, definitely that one.
Hey,
Definitely that one.
Okay. But yeah, Tony wins here, and
This was a really good match, honestly. I thought these two actually they pulled all the stops.
Yeah, and by the way, that ring apron, Jesus, that ring apron took a pounding this fucking event, bro. Everybody was getting hit on that ring apron almost in every match. It's like, jeez, great way to tell each other, yeah, we're gonna use the ring apron. No, we're gonna use the ring apron. You know what? Fucking, we all use the ring apron tonight. God damn. Yeah. Next up,
Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta.
Next.
Holy fuck.
Next.
That match pissed me off. The ending. Just the ending. I was like, this is every fucking bullshit. This is every fucking Orange Cassidy match. Next.
Orange won. We had John Moxley versus Konosuke Takeshita.
Poor Takeshita.
In the IWGP World Heavyweight Title Eliminator match.
We were talking about Swerve getting buried. Jesus Christ, this fucking guy.
They didn't bury Takeshita into depression. Did you hear his interview?
Oh my God. It's also not only what he said in the interview, but it's visual. You see it. And this match itself wasn't logical. He's not going to win a title shot for New Japan's title. Like, they're not, he's not with them. It's not the same. And then if you were going to have him lose like he did, you might as well have put the title on the line.
That's what I'm saying.
That didn't make any sense at all to me.
Yeah, it did. We got to see Stone Cold Moxley.
Stone Cold Moxley.
No, I'm sorry. Ever since he went bald and got out of shape, he's not helping his case with the Stone Cold cosplay.
Yeah.
He really not. I didn't see it at first. I was like, he really just looks like a random hardcore wrestler. Now I see it.
Yeah, it's and not to take anything away from the match. The match was actually pretty decent. Like I said, it was a fine match, but just what you're doing with him, this is a young star that you guys went and recruited from Japan, and he's like shit. Like, it's
like jobber.
Yeah, it's shit. You know, he can't even pull out
jobber
a
that
fucking...
can only beat jobbers, just like the Mogul affiliates or whatever the fuck their name is. I
don't see it. And then Callis was so high on bringing him into his family for what? It makes it seem like he's worthless.
He should be one of the top guys, but he's just a mid carder at this point.
I didn't even put him in the mid cards. Unfortunately, I don't even see that. It's just looking he's just like floundering. It's not happening for him.
But the sad thing is, for the amount of times he loses in the big matches, he still has more wins than a lot of the other people on the roster, which is kind of impressive.
How?
Exactly. That's what I said. How?
And there's no Farm in Dark or Dark Elevation anymore. So
where's the ranking system in this to prove this? Where's that?
Totally forgot about it. Don't bring it up.
Oh, okay. Next up,
we had the barbed wire steel cage match. Adam Copeland defending against Malachi Black. Aside, I just want to say off the bat, aside from the elbow drop to the table where Adam Copeland almost broke his fucking leg.
His fucking leg, bro! Oh my god!
I like this match, except for that spot. That spot looked stupid. I was thinking this dude just fucking broke his legs on pay-per-view.
Me too. I thought it was over with.
At least blow out a fucking knee. I would immediately thought that was gonna happen.
You know what? At the end of the match, I was happy he was selling because I'm like, you definitely hurt yourself, you idiot. So you better be selling.
Yeah, that was
like. Did he even try to curve his body? Like, what was he trying to do?
In my mind, I was thinking, are you trying to do a double stop, you fucking idiot?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, is he trying to do a coup de grace?
Right. But we got them bleeding early on. The match just started, and we're already bleeding right off the gate.
I knew Moxley had to hold in his blood because this one was going to be the bloody match of the night.
Second,
absolutely.
Like
they already bathed in it.
His second singles match in 2 years for Malachi Black. Isn't that crazy?
This man wants to go back to WWE so bad. Yeah, that's true.
His second singles match in 2 years
on pay-per-view, right?
Holy shit!
It's crazy.
The amount of trios he did on pay-per-view, like this guy allegedly his contract is up in July, but they're adding a year on, doing a year extension on it. But this dude just wants to go back to WWE and be with his wife. That's all he wants.
I don't know.
Tony ain't gonna let that happen. Tony is Vince at this point with them contracts.
Yeah, it said he's gonna pick up another year on his contract. But during this match, so like you guys mentioned, there's blood. They did they emphasized the rules that you have to win by a pinfall submission.
No, see that shit's dumb. That shit's dumb. Thank you. That shit's dumb. Why are you outside the fucking cage? It's a steel cage match.
Then we had Buddy Matthews, and Brody King. Like stand next to Adam Copeland and everybody thinking, oh shit, they're gonna turn on Malachi. No. Immediately beat the shit out of Adam. They go back in the cage. And then Malachi must have been watching some old ECW stuff because he put a barbed wire crown on Adam Copeland's head and put barbed wire around his knee. He was about to kill him. And then
swear to God, I heard a small section of people start chanting Jesus.
Yeah. Well, Jesus Christ was in the crowd. Did you not see that? He high-fived Will Ospreay when he won the title.
Oh shit! I didn't see that.
Yeah, there was somebody dressed up as Jesus Christ in the crowd.
Wow.
So the lights go red. I think Slayer was playing, or like an instrumental Slayer. And then out from under the ring came
More
Gangrel.
embarrassment.
Come on, this was cool.
Well, it was a missed opportunity. It was a missed opportunity that WWE should have done during that Mania match with Edge and Balor, I guess. So I guess this was their missed opportunity.
See, now I wouldn't have minded with Balor.
Right.
You gonna have him whoop Buddy and Brody, them big ass motherfuckers, and with his old out of shape ass? You got to be kidding me! Gangrel is done. He's cooked.
It was imperialist for everybody.
America took him down.
it was imperialist for everybody.
Alistair took him down.
Alistair.
He had to, I'm sorry. He took him down.
What name are we using here anymore? I don't know.
Tom took him down.
Oh, Tommy N took him down.
Exactly. But I think Adam Copeland won with the spear, and that was it. Anything
Malachi just walk into the office and Tony go, Tony, just let me go, bro. Send me home.
I can't do that. We have such a vision for you over here in AEW, and I just can't let you walk out on that opportunity, man.
Just send me the fuck home, dude. Like,
you know what's an interesting little thing I saw on the Titantron that they actually when Edge was making his entrance, it said the Brood. You would think WWE had the trademark for that.
Probably not. It probably elapsed. It probably elapsed.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, hell, you would have thought they had the trademark for the Hardy Boys theme song and the
Metalingus.
Yeah.
Well, I mentioned on the show that Adam Copeland's in the new AEW game. They don't have Metalingus in the game, people. As we go through this review, I'm going to keep checking.
Do they know? They don't have it, or it's just the instrumental they have it.
It's not even the instrumental of the song. It's just a generic instrumental that sounds like it.
Wow,
holy
hilarious!
Fuck.
I'm checking the AEW Twitter. So if we have a tag announced for like Adam and Gangrel against Buddy and Brody, I'll break the news.
Oh shit! All right, next up,
we had Willow Nightingale versus Mercedes Moné for the TBS title.
I did want this match to be good. I'm not gonna lie. It started off decent.
You say you want it to be good, so that means it didn't meet your expectations.
Yeah, about
I don't want to be too hard because I've been saying this for the longest and nobody believed me. I wonder how they looking at me now, but I've always said Sasha is the fourth horsewoman. Definitely the fourth.
But M2, did you not hear Mercedes say she's the best women's wrestler alive today?
Holy fucking shit! Why?
Because she
told her that
herself.
Yeah, I'm turned off by her by now. Like it's just
she had a glow in the dark band. She had the Vegas girls. What more did you want?
Winning.
Willow came out to high fives,
and she had friendship bands with her, Chris Statlander, and the crew. They all had friendship bands.
Yeah, as soon as I saw them, I was like, I'm waiting for the boom to drop.
The turn. The turn.
Basically, this match was them two attacking each other's legs, and then Mercedes just. I forgot what she went with. It was like a submission.
It was a move. I forgot what it was, but it was botched to the motherfucker.
It's the same move she botched in New Japan, right? When she debuted Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, it starts. She has her on the back like some kind of gory backbreaker, and then she like flips it into the face,
Right. So
like a full Nelson reverse STO or some shit.
Yeah, I'd rather
her do like a backstabber type thing. That looks more effective than this.
She hit a backstabber.
Yeah, I mean, but Mercedes wins. No real shock here on it.
Mercedes wins Mercedes wins the TBS title, by the way. Fucking title where you have to see it on fucking Rampage or Collision, which nobody's watching.
Meanwhile, half the time it's on TNT.
She's gone.
So Mercedes wins. She goes to the back, and then we have Stokely Hathaway yelling at Willow. Chris stands up for her. They about to leave. And then Chris lowers the boom, pulls Willow's hair, and drops it onto the ramp. And there's your turn.
The fishnets. Can't forget the fishnets. God damn, Chris. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Her suit jacket opened up. She closed that shit right away. but now we have a heel, Chris Statlander with Stokely Hathaway.
I need Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale in NXT ASAP.
Actually, Bailey said she wants to face Chris Statlander.
Chris Statlander is one of the most talented women they have on that roster that can actually wrestle and possibly speak.
And speaking of Bailey, she was there at Double or Nothing, people. So for the WWE Tribalists, AEW Tribalists, do what you will with that information.
That's not allowed.
How dare she? She crossed the line.
She's a traitor.
That bitch. Jay, any thoughts on the turn, or do we not care?
Nah, I knew it was coming. It was inevitable, so I wasn't shocked when it did happen. But
I mean, these are the last two homegrown talents AEW has, so these two are going to be feuding with each other. No belts on the line, so.
Right.
I mean,
I was like I said, I was all right with it. It's fine. We got to do something for Statlander anyway. We gotta get her over.
Mm-hmm.
Next
up, we had Christian Cage go against Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Title.
My God,
Swerve's entrance,
baller.
Yes, and I mean, he also Swerve did an interview talking about Bray. That I definitely saw that in his entrance with the spooky Prince Nana going, Swerve wants to play.
Although I was mad hype when on Dynamite when Nana pulled up in the car to prevent.
Oh
pushing.
Yeah, when he was pulled up sipping.
Yeah,
that was the one right there.
Yeah.
This was pretty much a simple Christian Cage wrestling match where a lot of headlocks, a lot of slow starting. Then we try to get Kill Switch and Nick Wayne involved. And then Mother Wayne gets involved as well, and they get all of them. Mm. Oh, this was the best spot. So Mother Wayne goes on the ring steps to bring the belt in. Nana grabs the belt from her, starts screaming at her, and the referee sees him with the belt, and he throws Nana out first. And everybody, I was in the bar watching this with a bunch of people, and they go, that fucking ref is racist. He just threw the black guy out for no reason. But it's true. And Nana had that face where I was like, really? But that wouldn't be the last we see of Nana. So then we get constant interference from Killswitch, Nick Wayne, and Mother Wayne. Then they get all thrown out.
Mother Wayne.
Mother Wayne. I mean, I don't know her first name, so it's Mother Wayne. We had a spot where Christian threw Swerve face first into the ring steps. That looked bad. Then we had Nick Wayne go for a cutter on the outside, roll Swerve in, and then Nana starts chasing Nick Wayne out the building with a pipe.
Can I just say, whoever came up with the diving cutter needs to be put down. That's one of the dumbest moves I've ever seen in my life.
Needs to be put down.
That was the move MJF hurt himself at Full Gear. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But
what's the logic in diving backwards at somebody
and hoping to catch them?
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it does look cool from time to time, but I don't know.
Go to the one-winged angel. Explain a piggyback pile driver.
Piggyback pile driver.
Is that not what it is?
Yeah, it is. But to say that this I mean the match was fine.
This was a good world title match.
Right.
It was compelling.
Yeah.
I wasn't like into it, but like for what it wasn't like egregious.
Right.
Type thing. It was watchable.
This was the most professional wrestling world title match you could have had before the bullshit of the main event.
Right. And that's what we go to next.
Yeah, Swerve retains, which is no shocker. Christian's doing the best work of his career, but he's not winning the world title anytime soon.
Oh wait, we haven't even got to the bullshit. Fuck the main event. Hold on, we're getting to it.
Right.
Which part? Because I think there was a point in the show where they did one backstage thing where Don Callis said that on Wednesday he's going to announce a new member of the Don Callis family.
It's Trent.
Funny, it'll be Orange Cassidy.
Hey, if they finally turn Orange Cassidy heel, I don't give a fuck.
Orange Cassidy.
Stop doing the dumb shit. That's all I ask. If he's going to be a heel, stop the dumb shit.
I mean, Will Ospreay's still technically involved with the Don Callis family. He needs to split from them so he go full babyface.
Right.
There's somebody's going to jump them. They're all going to jump him. We're just waiting on it.
I mean, I'm trying to think of like any free agents. I'm thinking like Camille or Megan Bain, the female roster members that haven't debuted yet. Could be one of the females he's going to bring into the family. Could be. Yeah. A lot of meat in that family. But so we get what's the bullshit you're talking about, M2, before we get to the main event?
It's some bullshit that's for the world.
For the world?
oh yeah, we forgot to mention Chris Jericho, Hook, and Shibata.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that.
We skipped that match. My bad.
Oh god,
we had that. So Shibata got pinned in a garbage can after there was a lot of dice involved. A masked guy came out. It was Brian Keith. Everybody said, "Why?" And nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah, for like 5 minutes after the spot, I just kept saying to myself, "Why dice?"
Because they're in Vegas,
right?
It was double or nothing, brother.
I guess, but oh my god! And Brian Keith, Jericho always got to have stooges. He's always got. I knew this motherfucker was egotistical,
Big
like
Bill.
a motherfucker. You know, he don't need one person. He needs a squad of Glazers.
Yeah, this is the fuck off match for me, bro. I was like, fuck this match. Fuck everybody involved. Even Shibata. I'm like, you know what? You deserve way more than this. You should never fucking come to the States to have to deal with this nonsense. But yet you're involved in it as well. The man has never done any of this shit before. Why start here? Fuck this.
Because Jericho said it was a good idea.
Shit.
The man who allegedly had his brain removed from his skull is now being pinned in a garbage can by Chris Jericho.
Thank you, Meltzer, for saying the stupid shit out loud. You fucking idiot.
The only thing with the dice, I was waiting for something because they were actually picking up the dice and throwing at each other. I was waiting for people in the crowd to go, "Ow, my eye!"
Right?
Oh yeah. Stephen Panu.
It'd have been like
that would have been a fucking lawsuit.
It'd have been like a cartoon. It'd have been a cartoon where both dices hit the eye, and it's the number ones. It'd have been like Snake Eyes.
Wow. And then we have the clusterfuck, man. I'm not gonna call it bullshit because this was actually there was some funny spots. I will say this.
Name one.
This was the greatest wrestling match of all time.
Name one. Shit.
When they're playing the final countdown, and Matt Jackson goes, "Turn that shit off. We can't afford that. We're trying to save on budget."
That was
cheesy.
actually, but even still, I was like, okay.
That That song cost $200,000.
Yeah.
We don't have that much. We're on a budget.
Yeah, that was okay. But by the way, did everyone see the great Tope Suicida chair shot between Bryan Danielson and Okada?
Makes the Hulk Hogan one in WCW in
Puts
comparison.
it to shame. Wow.
You know what? What I loved about Okada was that he's the most professional out of all of them. Like all of them are wearing like camo pants and like t-shirts, all that other shit. Okada comes out in his normal ring gear.
Yeah.
Very
he didn't get the memo.
The fact that they made this the main event, I was like, it is a testament to say what this company's all about.
But we knew going in it was going to end the show.
I know.
Did it last year.
Oh,
and Daniel Bryan got injured. No, wait, no. Was that year or was that the year before?
The year before.
I think it was the year before. Yeah, it was the year before.
Last year they had the guy singing "Wild Thing" with blackface.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And me and Jay look at each other like no one's saying a word.
Yeah,
wow. This is normal.
It's like a fucking minstrel.
So nobody's gonna tell him.
Yeah.
This guy walked past Tony Khan with no objections.
I'm like, it's a fucking minstrel show, dude. What the fuck are you doing? Like, get out of here with that shit.
I will say when they're doing the music gimmick, I was waiting for the Bucks to say like put on a classic song, and then we hear Cult of Personality, and they're like, no, don't play that shit. That would have been gold.
That would have been funny.
But figured that wasn't going to happen. So they have a few spots. Like Jay mentioned. So we had Bryan Danielson do a suicide dive, and Okada just hold the chair in place, and he just bounced off. We had Jack Perry try to run Darby Allin over with a bus in the parking lot.
Right.
We had Jack Perry drown in a pool of ice cubes. Meanwhile, it's probably hot. It's hot in Nevada, so that was probably like the best thing he could have done for that fucking man. We had Darby Allin, who's still feeling the effects of getting hit by said bus, not this bus, but the bus in New York City. get killed in the ring and then get put on the platform, at the old Cody platform that the Bucks took, and you had the Bucks screaming at production, put him down, and so you just see Darby's lifeless body go down on the thing. I thought the lights were going to go out, the thing was going to come back up, and it was Sting. I was thinking that was going to happen. But nope, that happened. That would be like oh shit type of moment. Then we had the flamethrower spot. Where Darby
why? Shit was so funny, but why? So
Darby's on the stage just walking back and forth with this flamethrower going off. Then we cut to backstage and Jack Perry's about to go up on the ramp. And then he sees Tony Khan, grabs him, goes through the heel tunnel, and then Darby hides next to the heel tunnel. Meanwhile, the shit's see-through. So, and then I'm thinking to myself, why is Jack Perry all wet? I'm thinking maybe from the water, but wait, that was like 10 minutes ago. Why is he wet? Then Darby sets him on fire.
They had to fireproof that man.
And then I sent this to Jay, but hopefully you saw this too. Tony rolls down the ramp. he literally did the stop, drop, and roll thing, but he wasn't on fire. Jay, your mic's off.
Exactly. Fucking he looks so awkward with that shit. It looks so out of place.
He literally Tony wasn't the one set on fire. Meanwhile, he's the one going stop, drop, roll.
Exactly. It's ridiculous. It's
then
just
the Bucks
ridiculous.
grabbed extinguishers, extinguished him. Thank God they were nearby. For anybody that hates Jack Perry, we want to see the man on fire, so they took him out real quick. Then the Bucks decide, let's hang Darby Allin.
This shit looks painful. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And it's always funny when they do these hanging spots, and Owen Hart's widow is in the building every time for these stupid spots.
Right.
I'm sorry. That's wrong, but that shit is hilarious.
Yeah, that's.
Did they have that? Wasn't she in there with Jeff and Darby?
The
Owen
Hart Foundation match.
Yeah, I think that's it's coming up. The tournament is coming up soon.
No, but
I'm saying the first one.
She was in the building. She was in the building
when he flipped onto all them damn chairs.
Right.
Yeah, she was there for that too.
It is traumatized, this poor woman.
Meanwhile, Tony goes to her and goes to the meeting and says, "Oh, no, we asked permission. She was fine with it." Yeah, she was probably gritting through her fucking teeth.
Yeah, she was fine with it after looking at a fucking check. That's what the fuck she was fine with. She was fine with.
Yeah,
you said it, not me.
Wiping her tears with $100 bills.
Yeah, exactly.
So I say they hang him. They don't hang him by the neck. They hang him by his feet. So then Okada pulls out.
I honestly expected them to hang him by. Knowing Darby, I thought they were going to hang him. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, this motherfucker really.
I thought they were gonna hang him by his wrists. Like you fucking idiot. You're about to be hanged in the building on your wrist, but no, by your feet. So then Okada pulls out the Reeboks that have the thumbtacks on the bottom of them, and then the Bucks just super kick the shit out of Darby, and they take his face mask off, so they're kicking him straight in the face. And what is Darby doing? Not covering his face.
He covered it for a little bit.
Yeah, until probably one of the attacks hit him in the head and got knocked the fuck out. And
also, if my phone disconnects, it's about to die, so I do apologize for that.
Ain't no problem. Then we're gonna rapidly wrap it up anyway. So
Danielson's going crazy with the chair, doing running knees. Meanwhile, Darby's hanging in the middle of the ring, upside down. Then got super kicked, and
again, I say that super kick. They might have been the props, but that shit looked painful as fuck.
Right.
Oh, I forgot to mention, FTR Ball, Dax Harwood got a exploding chair shot to the head.
Oh yeah, the exploding chair. See, it sounds like we're playing. Doesn't it sound like we're playing Wrestling Revolution?
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Exactly. Wrestling Empires. Exactly.
And then we have Jack Perry hit the running knee on Bryan Danielson, and the Elite win.
Yep, I called that. I knew they were going to win.
They're the new heel faction. They had to win.
Right.
It would make sense if they didn't.
Just to get a clear idea from you guys. Better pay-per-view. King of the Ring, King and Queen of the Ring, or Double or Nothing?
Oh, definitely Double or Nothing.
Wrestling, I'll say this. Wrestling wise, King and Queen of the Ring, for bullshit and just hilarity, Double or Nothing. But
simply because of hype wise, I would say Double or Nothing because MJF is back. That's the only reason to be hyped. Because other than that, the show, the King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring was okay. Ain't gonna lie.
And Double or Nothing was good too. Like a lot of the matches, they went long. They could have been TV matches, but you know what? They delivered as well. So I can't complain about anything, honestly.
M2, let everybody know they can get you at and what's upcoming.
You can get me at Reality Wrestling on TikTok. Maybe I'll go back to YouTube, but I don't know if I'm going back to YouTube because I'm sick of the content guidelines and all that. They can kiss my left ass cheek. So next we're going to go back and review why OG NXT just hits a little different than nowadays NXT. Like they think they keep asking me, what do you think about this NXT? Does it like the old NXT? And I keep telling them no. And I'm also going to war with people because I don't think, or should I say, let me say it like this. I think the two worst losses Ilya Dragunov has ever taken was to Trick Williams and a Jey Uso, because I don't buy Trick Williams and Jey Uso beating a guy like Ilya Dragunov.
All right, that's a good conversation to have. And Mike, what do we got going up?
For future updates on the podcast, follow our Instagram at Turnbuckle Tab and our new Twitter at TurnTabPod.
All right, guys, thanks for checking in as always, and much love. And we got much more to talk about on this week's episode. And for those who are watching and following on with the stream, this was our gift to you. Much to talk about, and check you guys in a sec. Hit the outro, ladies and gentlemen.
This is James Mattern. You're listening to Turnbuckle Tabloid.
Well, look at that. Look who's coming into our picture this day and age. It's been a long time coming, my brother.
Yes, sir. Too long. How you doing, man?
Man, if you guys don't know right now, then it's that's your fault, because honestly, the mogul is in the building. Our boy from Brii Combination Wrestling.
Appreciate that,
Anthony
man.
Cole is in the building. Man, shit, bruh, let me tell you something. age don't have anything on you, bro. You age fine. It's true what they say. Black don't crack, baby. It don't crack.
Black don't crack, baby.
You're like marble over there. It's Egyptian marble.
Appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Ah, man. So if you guys don't know, earlier in my early days of starting Turnbuckle Tabloid, Anthony Cole was one of the first guys to come into the studio. He came in with an entourage the first time he stepped in, and they were legit. They were, fine, dine, ready to light up cigars and shit. They were doing it up that night. Shout out to my boy Raymond Sanchez. Ray Sanchez was in the building that day. He's actually watching now.
Yes, sir.
He sure enough was there, and you guys pulled up heavy, man. It's been a while, man. Who knew that Brii Combination Wrestling? I mean, of course, we've always talked about your love and passion for wrestling, but also the fact that to keep the business going on and strong, even through the toughest of times, you guys have made it. What's been going on with that?
Oh man, it's a grind. It's an everyday grind, and like I tell my team, the road to success is not paved in gold. So we're gonna hit hard times. We're gonna hit times where we're going to look at each other and be like, do we really want to do another show? But you know what? I don't give up, man. I never give up. If I start something, I got to see it all the way through. And with each year of BCW, it was like we all look at each other and say, like, you know what? Next year we could do it even better. And knowing that there's room for improvement and that we can do it better, that keeps driving me, man. It keeps me hungry for this. And I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I have to say that you definitely you have that entrepreneur ambition, that drive that keeps it flourishing and keeps it going, man. And we've talked about your early incarnations of what you get into, clothing lines, music and stuff like that, and it's still there. But why wrestling? Why continue with wrestling?
You know what? Why wrestling? Because it's a completely different beast. It's like you said, like with my other companies, like with the real estate, the most that'll happen is like two agents will say, I want a half a point on this deal because I'm going to work with you and I want a half point. And then, they'll work that out amongst themselves. I don't really have to be involved in that. With the hip hop, you might have two teams that got beef with each other, but they don't never need to see each other, right? You can book the one team at a specific time, you get them in, you get them out, the other team comes in. So they don't need to work with each other at all.
Right.
However, with the wrestling, it's like, these guys got to work with each other, and sometimes it's like, I don't want to work with this person, or I'm not comfortable with that person. And then you get in there and you figure it out. It's like wrestling to me, when I came in, I didn't know anything, but I've always been a person who I don't want to be a part of the problem. I want to be a part of the solution.
Right.
And with wrestling, it just challenges me every show, every day. Like we got some challenges going on right now with Anniversary 7, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Like earlier, I said to you, I just got some bad news, but we gonna work it out though. And that's one thing for sure, man. I give it up to my team. Like even when there's times where I'm like, man, I'm thinking about throwing in the towel, my team rallies behind me and they push it forward,
Yeah, 7 years.
Yeah, man.
7 years.
7 years, man.
That's a hallmark, man. I just celebrated 7 years with Turnbuckle Tabloid as well, not too long ago. So,
congratulations, man.
Thank you. Like I said, so we've been on the same grind for the same time for a while.
Same time, right? Yes, sir.
That's why I said it was early incarnations. And the one thing that I can say for sure with you is you are that guy who very approachable when it comes to the fan base.
Definitely.
Wrestlers they often hold you in high regard. I've heard them speak well of you. It's always that open dialogue that you guys have.
Yes.
Is it difficult to be able to be the boss man, but also be the guy that you have that open door policy to have conversations with?
You know what? Not really. Like because I separate the two. I don't blur those lines. If we friends, we friends. If we doing business, we doing business. Sometimes sometimes like the business relationship can sort of be a friendship relationship, but normally I don't let the two cross because like that's when issues happen, right? You friends with somebody and then they think they could get a little bit more than what they're supposed to get. And I don't like to get into that. I got to be fair to everybody at all times. So, I try not to let that impact me. I try to keep them separate at all times.
Yeah, it's a tough business practice to have. Many individuals aren't able to have that ability to juggle both and still be able to be honorable and such like that. Where do you get your influences from? Who did you look up to when you were coming into not only just wrestling but just for businesses as well? Like who were your leaders?
What? This is gonna bug you out. You know what? My biggest influence in business was my mom.
Wow.
My mom, she I have 4 brothers and 4 sisters. So my dad passed away when I was about 16. So then in a sense, I became the oldest. And my mom always taught me there's nothing that you can't achieve if you really focus and you prepare and you do the things that's required. And I would watch my mom take care of 9 kids and struggle, but we always had clothes on my back. We always had food on the table. So my mom has been my biggest inspiration, man. I love you. I love you, Mom.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. It's such a especially when when you have the hardships that come with it and knowing what you gotta get the franks to get the beans, you know what I'm saying? You gotta
exactly.
Whatever you gotta do to get the food on the table, to get that money, to get that grind, you gotta do it. And
gotta do it.
And it does come from home, and you try to be that kind of a leader, not only for your family but for those around you. So, but one thing I always say about my man, Mr. Mogul himself, the Coal Man, is that there's a certain genre in which he loves to push, and that's the women's wrestling. And I have to say that you've been a big supporter of women's wrestling, even when individuals would deem it as a novelty. What was it that was a real draw for you to really put women's wrestling in the front for Brii Combination Wrestling?
You know what? It was their passion. Because there's not so many female wrestlers, at least not in the New York, New Jersey area. So they would contact me and, send me their resumes and stuff like that. And then when we talked on the phone, when I would, just find out, what their character is, what their gimmick is, and see if they'd be interested into coming into BCW. They all had this passion. Not that the guys didn't have the passion, but that's kind of different when you hear a young lady talk about how she was trained and then, how she went through this hardship. Guys go through hardship too, but it's just different when you hear the ladies talk about it, So it was their passion. And then, they're all very easy to deal with. And, we come in and we talk about, what they want to do, what they're thinking about doing. And it just seemed to work out great. And once we had, put ladies on the first couple of shows, the locker room even just seemed it was just a friendly atmosphere. It was like a family event. And me, I got 4 brothers and 4 sisters, so I love to see everybody mixing and mingling. But when the ladies came in, that passion that they had, it was we have to start booking more females. And then, it just went from 1 match to 2 matches and then to a whole annual show. So it was a little progression, yeah.
And the audience tells you as well, because I've often said that your first true audience when it comes to women's wrestling is kids. There's so many kids who are drawn to watch women's wrestling, and you would think that it's young little girls. No, it's the little boys are drawn into that. And it helps to expand that fan base and stuff, and then you grow slowly but surely see that everybody else begins to accept it. Then you have your you have your primo men's lineup as well. When you're looking for talent, what is it? What's the first things that draws you into wanting to bring them into Brii Combination Wrestling?
Oh, you know what? Humility. That's the first thing. Some guys have come to me and they're like, "Oh, you need me on Brii Combination. I could do this. I could do that. Boom, boom, boom." And I look at them and I'm like, I get it. This is your pitch. You gotta make me believe it. But I'm a fact checker too. So when you say you do all this and you bring this many people to the show, I'm going to check. I'm going to go on YouTube. I'm going to look at your matches. I'm going to research you, you know? And if what you're saying doesn't match with what I see, it's like, right? And I'm like, okay. And then, you know, some people come in and I say, well, who you train under? As soon as they hesitate, right, I go, so who do you train under? They go, Like, well, if you're training every day the way you're supposed to be training, if this is your business, you shouldn't have a problem telling me who you train under, right? So, you know, it's just different things. And then it's like, not only do I look for your in-ring work, but I also look at your out-of-ring work. Like, how are your promos going? You know, what's your interaction like with the fans on social media? You know, does anybody, like, respond when you put up a post or something like that? You know, I take a look at the whole picture, and then if they check the boxes, it's like, boom, let's do it. You know, so and it's been good. We brought in some new people over the last couple of shows, and it's all worked out well. I've been enjoying it, man. 7 years, I can't believe it.
Yeah, listen, it's a true testament to drive, ambition, and putting together the craft and the work. And like you said, you know, wrestling is one of those that's fan base driven, but it's also a real it's a real core audience that helps to better you and sharpen, you know, iron sharpens iron as always. But you guys, you know, the audience and the company itself work together to put you know, things over. It was this the goal when you started off, that you're like, do you feel like you're at your point right now of where you should be when you thought about this 7 years ago?
Nah, not at all. Not even close. Like, I thought at this point, we would definitely be doing shows in more states. I mean, we done something in Puerto Rico. You know, we started in New York, New Jersey. So if you have to say it by state, yes, we have done multiple states, and Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. Mm-hmm. But I thought we'd probably be doing like Baltimore, Philadelphia, things like that. You know, but when that pandemic hit, and then I was injured on top of that,
right,
for like 3 years, like it really set us back. But you know what? You know, a little setback for a bigger comeback. And what that actually showed me was that my team is down for the cause, because they could have easily walked away. You know what I mean? And they all tell me, they like, yo, Ant, we working with you, man. We here. You know, and I guess that's because, you know, I always respect my team. You know, and even when we have disagreements, but it's never disrespectful. You know what I mean? And that's one thing that I appreciate with them. Is I always tell them, like, you know, you don't always have to agree with me, but, you know, when we approach each other, let's just make sure we respect each other. We can have disagreements, but you know, let's just make sure we respect.
Yeah, it's kind of it's tough, especially when you mentioned, you had your injuries. We spoke about them before, pandemic and stuff, and sometimes it'll fall by the waistline where you'll just say, you know what, you know, let's just close shop. But no, you guys are keeping it pushing and keep it going.
Right.
Yeah. So
just
you know, we'll do a quick sponsor break right here. So let everybody know what's upcoming. The 7th anniversary. Where's this going down? What's happening?
Oh, June 9th, BCW 7-year anniversary, 106 Bergen Avenue, Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, at the Mecca. Listen, this show right here, if you haven't been keeping up with Brii Combination, this show is going to bring all the pieces of the puzzle together. This is like, you know, when you're watching your favorite series, like, you know, True Blood, and then they get to that season finale. Like, even though this is anniversary, this is the season finale. You don't want to miss this one. I mean, we got the Queen of the North, Notorious Mimi. We got the original queen, the first ever Brii Combination Wrestling Women's Champion, Faye Jackson. She's coming back. Well, she's back. She came back the last show. She'll be an anniversary. Then, you know, we have the champ, Vicious Vicky. And like we said earlier, Darius Carter, Anthony Gangone, Jay Boogie's in the building. And I am really looking forward to the Anthony Gangone, Jay Bougie match. Like, I'm looking forward to everything, but this feud has been going on with Anthony Gangone and Jay Bougie since the Grand Dragon tournament. So it's like, yo, this is going to be a good one. I can't wait to see what they talk about, when they start feuding online.
Yeah, that's my guy. Yeah, that's my guy. Gangone, he's a friend of the show, and he does exceptional work, man. That card sounds stacked, sir. I mean, it sounds like you got a lot going on that side. Speaking of that, you're a man who's danced around and played, in music and such. What was your thoughts about the Kendrick and Drake battle, the feud?
Do you know what? First of all, I didn't even realize that these guys had beef. And then when I started realizing,
you weren't the only one.
Snap. Yeah, and then it was bugged out, but I did think that Kendrick got him, and Kendrick was smooth. Like, Drake came out with all his energy, and Kendrick just laid back like, well, let's just drop these receipts, and then we're gonna see what happens from there. Right, and then what the worst part is, Drake got dropped from his deal. Right, the Nike deal was supposed to happen like $400 million. Right, oh my God, I would be sick. Yeah, like Kendrick won. If you cost me $400 million, you won. Like I don't even want to talk to you no more. Don't even be in the same place where I'm at because it's on site. $400 million? Are you crazy? No. Mm-mm. Yeah, I get upset over $400. Like, come on, I need my money. Playing with me, $400 million. Nah,
this was one of those that you kind of got lost in the shuffle for a minute because I felt the same way. It was like, shit, I didn't even know these guys had heat with each other.
Right,
and then all of a sudden, when it went down, it was like, whoa, damn, it got ugly.
It got real ugly.
True essence of it. True essence of hip hop. Like I had Zach Bruno on not too long ago, so I want to ask you certain questions. Like I'll give you a wrestler or a rapper, and you'll tell me whether or not if an individual could cross paths or cross generations or genres to work. So, for instance, do you think Busta Rhymes could be a wrestler?
Busta Rhymes? Yes. I think with the right training, yes, because Busta Rhymes already has the gift of gab, so he's gonna pull you in just off of that. Yes, I think he could be a wrestler.
MJF, could he be a hip hop artist?
Ooh. MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Could he be a hip hop artist? Huh. You know what? I don't think so. No. I'm gonna have to say no. Nah.
We can't. We won't get Two Live Jew out of him. We can't get
Two Live Jew. I love it, but nah. I love that.
We won't get instead of 2 change. It'll be $2 from him. We can't get that from him.
Right? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Nah. We pass on him.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Eminem, could he be a wrestler?
Could Eminem be a wrestler? Nah, I don't think Eminem could be a wrestler.
I would have actually taken him as to be a cornet. He would be a good mouthpiece. He would be
a good mouthpiece. Yes, I agree with that.
We gotta have that.
He'd come out with them quips and stuff like that. The comebacks with he could definitely be a Jim Cornette. Mm-hmm.
I believe she's come across your way. Willow Nightingale, could she be in hip hop?
Willow Nightingale could be anything she wants to be. I remember meeting Willow Nightingale when she first started, back in 2015, 16, and to watch the progression of Willow, I'm so impressed with her. I definitely think she could transition to be a rapper. Yeah.
Darius Carter, your guy, everybody's favorite bad guy. Could he be in hip hop?
Could he be in hip hop? You know what? I'm gonna say yes. Because Darius, he has that vernacular, man. That even when I battle Darius, when we go at it verbally, I have to be at the top of my game. Don't mess around with Darius. So I think that if he applied that same skill to the rap game, especially a battle rapper, like a Darius Carter versus Loaded Lux. Definitely, yeah, I could see that.
I was going to bring that up too, because I've been seeing the rounds and such that now that hip hop is embracing wrestling even more these days. You know, you got
even
rappers,
more, right?
Yeah, you know, Griselda and such. They're very much in tune with hip hop.
Yes,
you know, Loaded Lux, DNA, Charlie Clips,
Arsenal,
they all love their wrestling, and they'll do their liners with that. Shout out to our boy from Respected Craft Podcast. Shout out. Good evening, gentlemen. What's going on, Ray? How's everything going on, sir?
Man, what's up, Ray?
Is it something that the culture's been needing from time to for this time for it to happen?
Some crossovers?
Yeah,
definitely, man, definitely. Because you know, when you think about it, it's all connected, man. It's all connected. You know, all the rappers that came up, you know, they want to be wrestlers, and the wrestlers want to be rappers. You know what I mean? And when I see the two of them together, like when we did Anniversary 4, Atlantic City, we had Mr. Cheeks with us, and then Mr. Cheeks came out with Faye Jackson to the ring. Like, that was dope. That was like what we needed to have happen, and the way it happened came together. Oh, it was amazing. So I think, we definitely need this. We need to come together at one big melting pot and start getting this money printed for us.
Yeah. It's everybody had always associated with wrestling and rock, you know, early on, especially with the rock and wrestling movement in the 80s and stuff like that. And, you know, now that we're progressing forward and people recognizing, you know, hip hop and its importance. Hell, Sexy Red is going to be on NXT next week. Like, what the hell? What are we doing?
Come on, baby. Get that money. Look, that's right.
Here? Like, it's crazy. Like, what are we doing here? But are you looking to do a little bit more collaborations as well with hip hop, bringing it to BCW?
Oh, most definitely, man. And listen, Remy Ma, Pat Post, and Fat Joe, if y'all watching, respond to my email. I need y'all to perform all the way up at BCW. Come on, baby, hit me back.
That would be fire.
I'm ready. I'm ready to bring in, you know, everything. You know, make this thing pop. Like I even want to bring in an orchestra. You know, like there's a and you know, in California, I think that T-Pain is doing like a Juneteenth festival. And with this, all of his songs that he's performing are gonna be performed with a live orchestra. Like I was reading something about that the other day. I was like, oh wow, that is gonna be nice. I'm like, if I could get to that would be cool. So yeah, bring it all together, man. It needs to be together.
Yeah. I'm glad that, you know, hip hop, since I've been, you know, in the culture for so many years and just was almost worried about it, because it looked like it was falling by the wayside, and it looked like it was just going to fade away. But when you got, you know, emerging stars, you get, you know, old school rappers are making their comebacks and such. The Tiny Desk is actually a great platform as well for artists and such like that. I'm happy to see that it happens. In not only in hip hop, but wrestling has made its resurgence as well. The indie scene is getting bigger as well. You guys are making that. It's making that happen as well. I'm happy for you guys, and happy for you guys are celebrating your 7th anniversary, man. It's a great accomplishment.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, and congratulations to you as well on your 7 years, man. Yes.
Listen, let's not be strangers, man. And I'm still hunting down your boy Darius. I need him on my show. I've been ducking me for the longest.
I'll reach out to him. Tell him he's a wanted man.
Yes, sir. But thanks again for your time. Where everybody can get you at, and once again, do your plug once again for Brii Combination 7th anniversary.
Oh yes, Brii Combination Wrestling 7-year anniversary. The Mecca, Richfield Park, 106 Bergen Avenue. Doors at 4, show at 5. Tickets available right now on annie7.eventbrite.com. And you can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Brii, BRII _combination. Follow us on all platforms. We appreciate you.
Oh man, and we appreciate what you do for not only for wrestling fans but for the culture as well. And thanks again, Mr. Cole. The mogul is back in the building at Turnbuckle Tabloid.
I appreciate it, man.
Guys, don't go anywhere. Stick around. We have much to talk about, and congratulate this man. Give him his flowers right now. This is where it's at right now.
I appreciate you.
Give him his flowers right now. So guys, don't go anywhere. Stick around. Much to talk about. See you guys in a sec.
Conan, check out Turnbuckle Tabloid, man. Check out the wrestling podcast from the homie, keeping it 5150 from New York City.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Turnbuckle Tabloid.
Attention all Starfleet personnel. New York's only fan-run Star Trek convention, Trek Long Island, is back this summer. Get ready for 3 days of sci-fi fun celebrating your favorite franchise in the Empire State. Meet the stars from Trek shows spanning different eras, including Melissa Navia and Yetidi Badaki from Strange New Worlds, Gabrielle Ruiz from Lower Decks, Armin Shimmerman, Chase Masterson, J.G. Hertzler, and Kitty Swing from DS9, Ethan Phillips from Voyager, Janet Kidder, Tara Rosling, Conrad Coates, and Elias Defexis from Discovery, and many more, including celebrities who haven't been at a Star Trek convention in years, like Clyde Kasatsu, Natalia Nogalich, and Daphne Ashbrook. Come meet your fellow fans. Take in a panel with your favorite podcasters. Enjoy Dinner with the Stars, featuring live musical performances. Meet authors, artists, and musicians, and so many more during this epic 3-day event brought to you by the talented and inclusive community that makes Star Trek go at warp speed. Trek Long Island takes place from May 31st to June 2nd at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Hauppauge, New York. Visit treklongisland.com for tickets, exclusive packages, and more information. Trek Long Island, going kindly this summer.